Hello guys, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Maina and I welcome you guys back into my channel. In case it's your very first moment into this channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so that anytime we post a new video, you always get notified and you don't miss out on any upload that we make. Allow me to thank you for your continued support. You guys are amazing. You have been supporting me and I'm thankful. You have continue liking my video, continue sharing. Actually want to help as many people as possible. In case you find that a video is informative and it can help somebody else, guys, don't be mean. Share with your friends, with your relatives, with anybody that you feel it can help. Yeah, so today I want to talk about USA. I want to talk about a pathway where nurses can migrate to USA. Actually, this pathway can, within 1 year, you can find yourself in United States of America if you follow it keenly and diligently. So allow me to start even without wasting so much time. So how do you go about it? You are a registered nurse. You are a nurse practitioner. You are a nurse practitioner nurse. You are a nurse practical registered practical nurse. I'm a licensed practical nurse. You are a nurse practitioner. That means you have a master's or a PhD. You are a registered nurse in psychiatry like me. This video is for you. How do you go about it? I will be talking about CGFNS. I will be talking about CES. I'll be talking about NCLEX. I'll be talking about IELTS. So these are just but abbreviations on how you can do on various places or websites that can help you to maneuver around. So let's start with CGFNS. So CGFNS is a website whereby you are going to create an account. That is, if you have never created an account, you are going to create an account and you are going to pay $390 to create that account. If you have created that account before, you just log in. There's a login button there. Just Google CGFNS. Google CGFNS. Create an account. That if you have not created an account, if you have created an account, just log in. Then you need to have SES. Just Google SES. This is a evaluation website. It's called Credential Evaluation Service. So this is a website. You remember there's a video I did about Canada of NNAS. It's just like that. There says it's an evaluation in United States of America. So this is where your evaluation is going to take place. You are going to submit your credentials there, like the certificate, the license, the transcript, all of them, even the form for or the high school certificate. Yeah, so we have talked about CGFNS. You create an account, $390 you pay. Then SES is a credential evaluation service. Here is where the evaluation is going to take place. This is where they are going to evaluate you. So you are going to send your document. You are going to send your document, that is the transcript, the certificate, the license. You send them. Then after you have sent them, they will communicate back to you with various forms. These forms, just like Canada, what we talked about, we are going to give you various forms. Form number 1, you are going to take it to to where? To your college or to your school where you did your nursing education. So in that school, that is where now they will submit your credentials or your document. There are various ways. There are various ways where they can submit your document. They can put it in an envelope, seal it, sign it, and don't even forget the date. They seal it, sign it, and even write the date. And then they can give you the sealed envelope. You send it to DHL. You send it directly to the DHL. That is one way. Yeah, that is one way where they can send your document. Remember, it is not you are sending the document. It is the school that is sending the document. Or you don't have to go through the DHL process. You can actually they can be scanned, then sent via the email. You email the CES, Credential Evaluation Service, directly. They be sent directly to CES, Credential Evaluation Service. So not a must you use the DHL process. Then that is form number 1 through the school. Form number 2, you are going to take it to your employer. Remember, you are supposed to have a 2-year paid work experience, but nowadays they are even accepting the volunteer. If you have volunteered for 2 years, they are accepting that. So it should not be an excuse that you are not employed, that you cannot start the process. Even the volunteer program, you can they are accepting that. Yeah, so you take it to the employer. The employer again is going to send your document through direct to the CES. So the first document you have said is the school. Then the second one is the employer, the hospital that you are working in. They are going to send your document directly, not you. So through the DHL or through the scanned process. Higher. Then we have finished with that. Then the form number 3 is you are going to take it to the nursing council of your country. Nursing council of your country. For example, in Kenya, we have the nursing council of Kenya. So you are going to take it to that to them. They are going to make sure that your license is not expired, is up to date. Remember, don't send a license that is expired or close to expiry. Send a new, almost a renewed license, because they are going to stay with your document for some time, and when your document or when your license expires, when they are with it, they are going to return your document, and they are not even going to evaluate your document. They are going to return it back. So take note of that. Remember, the license should be not expired. Now remember, they can seal the document, give it, send it via the DHL, and you are going to pay for $50. DHL you pay for approximately $50. Yeah, and it is actually, it's good to be sent via this, because you see, you have your document, and you can even be able to know whether your document was sent. But when you leave it with them, or whether it's the nursing board, you cannot be able to trace whether they sent your document to CES. So DHL is a good process. $50 is not actually much. Yeah. What else? So now you have sent those 3 forms: the form number 1, form number 2, and form number 3. Form number 1, you said, is for the college where you trained. Form number 2, it was the employer that where you are working, and form number 3 is the nursing council. They have been sent. So now the CES is going to evaluate your document. They are going to check everything: your education, your school that you trained in, the working experience, your license, whether it is valid, whether it is expired or not. All those things, they are going to be evaluated by CES. CES, that is CES, Credential Evaluation Service. I hope you are together up to there. Then after they have evaluated, they are going to communicate with the CGFNS. Remember the account that you created with $390. So the CES is going to communicate with CES. So so it is going to communicate with the CES when the CES is going to communicate with the CGFNS. Yeah. So when they have endorsed your document, and they have found that they are really up to date, or they are good, and the school that you think is good, they will send a note to CGFNS saying that, for example, Maina, the Kenya education is comparable to United States, or is comparable to registered nurse in the USA. So if it's comparable, the sales is going to write a note or to communicate with CGFNS that the Kenya education is comparable to registered nurse in the USA. Now the information has gotten to the CGFNS. Now the CGFNS is going to communicate back to you now. You understand? The CGFNS, after the SES, the Evaluation Board, has communicated to them, the CGFNS is going to communicate to you as a nurse. Now it will tell you now that you can go and challenge now the NCLEX. You can go and do the NCLEX. They will give you the authority to test the NCLEX. That is the ATT. They call it ATT, authority to test NCLEX. Yeah, and that is the point. Now you can now start for preparation to do NCLEX. In Africa, NCLEX is done in just 2 places, in South Africa, that is Johannesburg, and in India. So you're supposed to prepare very well, because NCLEX is not a joke. It's not a walk on the park. So you need to prepare very well. Read really well. I have heard from my friends that NCLEX is not a joke. So you need to have prepared really well. Some people fail, and you remember, you are paying money to do that exam. Some people fail even more than even 3 times. So you need to read well for you to challenge that exam. And once you have now passed that exam, now you just need to apply for a job, and off you become. Remember in United States of America, in USA, you are going with a green card from your home country. Like in Kenya, you move from Kenya to USA with a green card, permanent. You are going to live there permanently, yeah, now that you have a license. Yeah, another thing I need to clarify, as long as you are a registered nurse in your home country, you can become a registered nurse in USA. It's not like Canada, where, for example, for a registered nurse, they require you to have a bachelor's. For USA, as long as you are registered, even if you have a diploma, you go with that status in the USA. Canada, you have to have a bachelor's for you to be called a registered nurse. Yeah, so Canada, sometimes they go, you start with the nurse practitioner, then you move forward like that. You start with nurse practitioner, then you further your studies, you go back to school, you eventually you become a nurse as well. So yeah, that's it. I don't think I have left something. You also need an IELTS exam. You also need to do IELTS exam. IELTS exam is an English proficiency exam to test whether are you really able to communicate, read, write, listen in English. Yeah, you need to do that exam, so that they can test whether you are really able to communicate, or to communicate in English. That is why they do NCLEX. No, IELTS. Yeah, I don't think I have left something. It is as easy as that. Remember, this process can take less than 1 year. If you are really put in the work, you write to them, you pay the money, you take the forms to the respective places, they communicate back to you, you apply for a job. Within 1 year, you can find yourself in America. Yeah, it all depends on the dedication. Do you have money? If you don't have the money, some people use the agents. Yeah, use the agents. They will pay everything. Some even pay for you the NCLEX money. They pay for you for the flight ticket to go to the. Remember, you need to go to the South Africa or India. Some agents, they pay for you. Then you pay back the money. Once you are once you get the job in in America or in Canada or any place that you are going. So you are going to pay back. So there should be no excuse. There should be no excuse as to why you are not starting the pathway. So it is as easy as that, straightforward. I didn't want to make long video because I wanted it to be short, straightforward, and to the point, so that you don't get tired as you are trying to maneuver and find how do you go about it. So please guys, I'm putting really a lot of effort, a lot of work to research for you, to find ways how you guys I can help you in one way or another. So guys, in case you find it helpful, please don't be mean. Always share with your friends, with your relatives, with anyone that you feel it can help. So thank you guys, and I'm gonna meet you on my next one. I am Maina. Bye bye.